Hello, my name is Finn Newman. This is my presentation on the California Institute of Technology. I will be theoretically getting a physics degree in this presentation, so let's get right into it. Here's a little table of contents with what we'll be going over today, and also on the right you will see here's a picture of the beautiful campus of the California Institute of Technology, also known as Caltech. So the curriculum for the Caltech physics program, it's a 4-year program, and it's well known for its robust physics program. There are many well-known physicists in the field who have studied at Caltech, and on the right you will see a example schedule for a freshman at Caltech taking physics. And similar to other schools, all freshmen must take a foundational course, foundational curriculum, which includes the core classes of English, Social Studies, Arts and Humanities, a Physical Education credit, and a biology course just for the first year so that they get a good foundation for whatever they plan to study in. And instead of using credit hours to describe how credit is earned, Caltech uses, they describe it as units, and the total number of units needed to graduate is 72 units of advanced physics electives and a total of 486 units of all classes totaled together over the 4 years will get you a diploma from Caltech. So I put together some semester schedules of some of the courses you may take. In the freshman year, you're required to take the foundational courses, as I'd said, so you need to take freshman chemistry, biology, mathematics, and if you're going into physics, you will be required to take the physics course no matter what. And the second semester, these are all semester-long courses except for the Introduction to Energy Sciences, which was recommended by Caltech for the second semester for freshmen, which rewards 9 credits, and it's just about energy production and transduction. And all these courses are year-long, so that's why they're in both semesters. And these each give you a good amount of units so that you'll have a good foundation for the rest of your 4 years. For the sophomore year, in the fall, you will take, well, I said that I'll take physics, waves, quantum physics, and statistical mechanics, which is a 1-year course, which is why it will extend into spring. It's about further work in physics, and it'll award 12 units per term. And I will also take sophomore mathematics, which is an introduction to the main ideas of probability and statistics, which also leads into the spring semester because it's a year-long course. I will take the physics laboratory course, which will reward 12 credits, and it just introduces students to experimental physics. I'll take methods of applied math, which will help me learn my mathematics and will award me some credits as well. And then in the spring semester, I'll take computational physics. It's only for the second semester. It was recommended by the website for sophomores, and it helps students use tools to research physics and have a better understanding of how physics works. So in my junior year, for the fall semester, on the left I will take topics in classical physics, which was recommended by Caltech for the 3rd year or junior year of college. It will just give basic principles of physics in different subjects and how they can be applied. That extends into the second semester as well. Each semester rewards you with 9 units. I'll also take quantum mechanics, another recommended course in physics, another year-long course, and it'll just give you applications and information about quantum mechanics. I'll also take advanced computational physics, give me a better understanding on computational physics, and I'll get more experience working on physics projects for my future career as a physicist. I'll also take the 1 semester long course, Oral and Written Communication of Physics, which will help me out with reporting my research and any results found in experiments, and it's just a very useful skill to have, and it was recommended by the admissions office for junior year students. Now for my senior year, I don't have as many classes. That's because you're kind of rounding off your program here. So got the statistical physics, which is recommended. Its students will learn ideas and applications of statistical mechanics, which is just basically more of what we've been leading up to in the prior years. We're just now getting really into the meat and potatoes of that. We're going to also take the advanced physics laboratory to give us even more experience with laboratory, because more experience is always better, and it'll help prepare us even better for our career as a physicist and just give us more familiarity with the procedures in labs. We'll also take applications of quantum mechanics. This is my specialization course, which was required by the senior year course scheduling, so I put in applications of quantum mechanics, a year-long course which will cover my advanced physics elective. It will specialize me more for the quantum mechanics field, and it will just give me more applications of quantum mechanics to physics nowadays. And then now we're getting into the program requirements. So Caltech is a very selective school. It only admits about 9% of applicants, so for every 100 applicants, about only 9 get in. So it's a very, very selective school. The most successful applicants have a minimum GPA of about 3.5 out of 4, or they are in the top 5 to 10% of their class. So they are very, very smart. In addition, Caltech, they state that they do not have a minimum GPA for admission. However, other websites do state that to get in, you really should have at least a 3.5 GPA on a 4-point scale. Out of a 5-point scale, the average GPA at Caltech is 4.24. So these are very, very smart students, and it's very, very competitive to get in. Now, the admissions process at Caltech is described as holistic, and that basically means that they go over all facets of your application, including your background, your extracurriculars, interests, test scores, grades, etc. And they are especially interested in the applicant's interest and abilities in STEM. In addition, there's not a required GPA as previously stated, but it's pretty much implied that you need to have a high GPA based on the applicants and students who are there now. Caltech will take either the ACT or the SAT, but the students must take one. And no matter which you take, students must take at least take the Mathematics Level 2 SAT subject test and one SAT science subject test on any science subject, because Caltech wants to make sure that its students are committed to science and STEM. Caltech requires 2 letters of recommendation from teachers in the high school, one from a math or science teacher and one from a humanities or social studies teacher. These are just to make sure that the student is good and who they say they are. In addition, Caltech requires that students take these courses in high school for at least 4 years in math, including calculus, because they jump right into calculus as you get into freshman year at Caltech, so you really need to have a good grasp on calculus so that you aren't falling behind. You need to have at least 1 year of physics, because Caltech is a STEM oriented school, and you need to have at least 1 year of chemistry, as well as 3 years of English. However, 4 years is recommended, and at least 1 year of U.S. history or U.S. government class, just to make sure that their students are well-rounded and show that they are committed to academics. Now, Caltech is a very expensive school. That's only because it's so selective and it's got a very high quality program. So I use Caltech's financial aid calculator that they have on the admissions website, and when I calculated my cost and I put in all my details of my financial situations, my total cost of attendance before any aid was $73,000. So dividing that by 2, my cost per semester is about $36,500. and that's a pretty high amount. That's of course before any aid. And based on my responses about my economic status, I qualified to for about $27,627 in aid. So my total cost of attendance per year is about $51,000. So about $25,500 per semester. Still a very steep price, but you are paying for the quality of Caltech. I wasn't able to find any payment plans, at least offered by Caltech, on the Caltech website. However, I'm sure that there are some ways you can pay back for college in different ways. I just wasn't able to find any on the Caltech website. Now, there are scholarships and grants offered by Caltech. However, the ones that are offered by Caltech itself are need-based, and they don't offer any aid for students of high merit. And so to get scholarships, students must go for third-party scholarships such as the Oregon Space Grant Consortium Scholarship and Fellowship Program, which is offered by NASA. And it awards fellowships and scholarships to STEM students, and the scholarships are about $5,000. To apply, applicants must demonstrate that how their field of study is related to NASA's overall vision and the current projects that they are working on. In addition, there's the National Space Club Keynote Scholarship offered by the National Space Club, and this is for high school seniors as well as, I believe, college freshmen. And the National Space Club offers a scholarship to students who are committed to pursuing STEM careers in the future, and so students must go to the website and complete an application and make a video that meets the criteria. And if the student is awarded the scholarship, they will win $10,000 for their education. In addition, there is the Gladys Carroll Scholarship, a scholarship of $5,000 offered by the Gladys Carroll Scholarship Program. The applicants must go to the Gladys Carroll Scholarship Program website, fill out the application, and fulfill the requirements. And the Gladys Carroll Scholarship is need-based, so students will receive. The scholarship is merit-based, so students will receive money based on how on their achievements and what they are accomplishing at this point. Now, to pay for such an expensive school, obviously you will need to get loans. So Caltech's financial aid calculator helped me calculate about how much I would need for financial aid and what I qualified for. So the calculator estimated I'm qualified for about $21,000 in financial aid from Caltech. And this aid received from Caltech does not need to be repaid. It is a one-time aid package from Caltech that is not a loan. It's just a package. And Caltech does loan you $4,500 though, but they have an interest rate of 3%. And then if I were to borrow 25% of my university costs would be about $200,000 total for the 4 years, because about $51,000 before my financial aid. So that'd be about $51,260 for my total borrowed money. And then my when I searched online, I found that interest rates on loans are approximately 6%. So as a physicist, the average starting salary is $52,000 annually. And if I dedicated 10% of my money annually to pay off loans, I just place it in a bank account, then if I make monthly payments of $433, it'll take me about 15 years and 0 months to pay off my loan, which is a long time. And by that time, I would have paid $26,000, $515 in interest on my loan. So these loans are very, very steep, but they are, again, you are paying for the quality of Caltech, and you just need to make your own assessment on whether it is worth it to you. The loans do have a high interest rate, but that is just how loans work. Now, if you're wondering why you should choose Caltech over other universities, Caltech has a rich student life with programs that emphasize achievement and growth into a more well-rounded adult, such as many extracurricular programs, including the Diversity Club, which emphasizes the voice. It helps to get the voices of minorities and those who are oppressed, give them voices. In addition to, there's a strong honor code at Caltech that protects other students, and it states that no member of the Caltech community should take unfair advantage of any other member of the Caltech community. So students are encouraged and expected to withhold this honor code, and proudly represent their families in the community. There's also beautiful undergraduate housing at Caltech. There's a picture on the right. There's a picture of the gorgeous landscape and some of the housing behind that. And the Chandler Cafe is open weekdays with high quality food for students. Caltech has a reputation for being one of the best schools for physics, and if you are a physics major or you're interested in physics, then you will probably want to go to Caltech, or you've at least heard of Caltech. Caltech's extreme selectivity means that students will be studying with the best of the best, since these only 9% of applicants get in. And picture on the right is one of the physics labs at Caltech. They have high quality labs with good equipment and new equipment, and knowledgeable professors that know how to use it and teach students well. And students will have many opportunities to get experience in occupations they may be interested in, and they offer a rich summer program for students to get work experience and internships and more, and just experience in the fields that they're interested in. And here are my sources cited. I've got a bunch of picture links in here, as well as my information for where I got my course catalogs and my information on how much money it would cost me, etc. Thank you for watching, and I hope that you've enjoyed my presentation on Caltech.